So can I fix it? On this side of this recliner, the supports in here, I guess they broke. Now this is tilted in and it won't stay in the tracks that hold this back on the, it's a Lazy Boy recliner. When this broke, it was fairly new. It's been sitting around and has been probably had more damage done to it from it sitting around broke than it did new. So I'm gonna tear it apart. Got to take the hardware off, and then there's a zipper that I can unzip, which will expose the wood frame. I don't know if it broke or it slipped out, or we'll find out when I get in it. So see if I can fix this. I'm sorry for the fan noise. It's pretty hot, and I'm inside my little enclosed trailer. Easier to control than having air blowing through this. The mosquitoes are terrible right now, but with all the air moving through this, they're not strong enough to be able to fly around in here. So without having sprayed bug spray and all that, I have my mosquito control going on. Torx bit, and I see it's a flathead screw right here. Already had a little bit of repair undoubtedly. My dad did that, I bet. It's a quarter 20 machine for that. Be interested to see what that flathead screw is. That's a wood screw. I have to do some fixing there. The locks that hold the back down to the channel, they go to the back of the chair. That's the purpose for me. And if you have a Lazy Boy chair that you're going to do some repair on. So that should give me the ability to unzip this zipper. Get in and see the inside of this chair, see what broke. And Lazy Boy. They have quarter crown staples. And on one side it's about 1/4 of an inch, and the other side it's 3/8 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch. The angle that they shot this in. I know they don't want a staple to come through and be fucking through the fabric, but I bet they built this wood assembly and then put the fabric on it. See if I can't glue this up, and I'll staple it back together. And back pretty much looks like it's going to be really easy to fix. It will be even better if I can get the wood frame out. Let's see. That's going to be in those. They have some staples. I'm going to have to do some line some staples. They shoved it in there, popped a couple staples up, see what happens. That part was easy. Oh yeah. Lazy Boy used to be a really good brand. You're gonna get to see I'm guessing this is less than 10 years old. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm close on that. This is the back of that chair. And that is 100% of the framework that goes in the back. Along with these two pieces. Both of these angle brackets that go up top. Loose. Looking at the glue, and how they fasten together. This is as quick as it can be done. Production with the cheapest material you can buy. I'm really disappointed in Lazy Boy. And I have a couch in my living room. Definitely time to replace it, and that couch has served us well for, well, I'm sure it's over 20 years old, and everything still works, still sits right, the fabric's starting to give up on it, not that it's tearing or the color is starting to fade out of it, and it's going to be hard to find a couch that I'm going to enjoy as much as I have that one. I'll give them credit. They back then they made a really good couch. The anatomy of that couch, I have had to tighten up the side arm a couple of times, and what I see on that couch is way better than what I see in this chair. One side of this side of the chair is broke. So this may have caused this, trying to support this broke arm. I don't know which broke first. But I'm going to have to try and pull the fabric off of this and repair this side as well. It's just staples, but you can see is fabric's pulled around to an area you can't see because the back's going to hide it, and they just shot staples in it. And I'll be able to carefully pull those staples out, expose the wood in there, hopefully enough where I'll be able to add some more wood and support in there, glue it together, shoot some staples in it, and bring this chair back. I plan on putting it in the camper that's out on our property. We have a little cabin and a big camper out there. And it'll be nice to have a recliner in the camper. I already have a lazy boy recliner in the cabin, and it's nowhere near big enough to have two of them. So get on to fixing this. Maybe I should tear that apart before I waste my time fixing this. Let me pull some staples and see. So I got enough I can see it. This is just part of OSB. So not real strong. It's an angle tool. I'll be able to get up to those screws with this. So on the seat part, they have the solid wood. Kind of looks like bass. I'm not sure if it is. It's probably something from overseas. It's a soft feeling, but at least it's a solid wood, not OSB or something like that. Here's another thing. Should I have cleaned the fabric? This chair set and had stuff sitting on it. Should I have cleaned the fabric, see if it would clean up before I did this? Or should I have gone ahead and taken a chance? I noticed that it had a little bit of damage in that back being broke where it's leaned against. It's actually on an enclosed porch that had one of the wall was brick. Got a little damage there, but it's going to be in the camper out where a lot of the time it's being used just they're out there hunting. And, it's still comfortable. It doesn't have to be beautiful. Functional is what we're looking for. But there's a lot more wrong with this than I really originally thought that it was. Pull it apart, see if I can fix it. If I can't, then it's just smaller and lighter pieces for me to throw in the dump. See where we can go from here. So I'm trying to get this fabric several more staples. I'm trying to be as careful as I can. I'm trying to get a little 1/4-inch wood chisel, sneak behind the fabric and under the staple, and I should be able to pull those off a whole lot easier. I'm not going to record pulling all that off. I'll be back whenever we get this wood exposed. So it's a whole bunch of staples. I mean a whole bunch. We got where we're exposed to the brake. I'll take a picture. I don't want to relocate the camera. It's in there. Got a couple screws I need to take out. That's for this brace, and I have a piece of decent plywood. I'm gonna laminate right on this side some glue, shoot some screws in it, and I'll also do the same thing for this piece right here. It should be as strong, if not stronger than it was before. But I need to get these screws out of the way. They're torque set. Most of what I've encountered with this is torque set. What I'm planning on doing is this piece, I'll drill out where these screws will go in, all the way into this OSB. I'm not going to try and find screws and change it up. This is the piece of wood, fairly decent quality. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 plies, but there are no voids, so it's halfway decent quality. Just took this piece of wood and I set this behind on the back section that's broke, and I made a mark, and then I made a mark on the side piece at its smallest point. No need to put something bigger, so I might move over a little bit, but this cutaway was for a reason, and because of the angle and all. Short of them having CNC files, and this piece could have been, the waste from that cut could have been used on something else. I don't really think it had any other purpose other than allowing the sides of the recliner to have a softer edge. So I might cheat on that a little bit for that little bit extra strength, but not much. I got that. I'm going to transfer this line to the other side. This one, since it's already marked, I'm not going to make another mark. I'm just going to keep it the way I originally planned. So I have my marks. I'm going to draw a line all the way across. I'll rip this with my little saw, and we'll move on from there. Alright, so I transferred those screw holes. The head was a 1/2 inch. I'll go ahead and drill out a 1/4 inch. That's going to put it real close to the edge. But, it's not going to be a problem. I don't see it being a problem anymore. get a snapshot. The glue, as I put it in there, it ran down, so it's glued on this back side and this other side. So I'm going to use 1 inch, which is just going to shoot all the way through. It'll be fine. And that's already made a major improvement in stiffening that up. And then with the addition of this, it's going to be as strong, probably stronger. This is really good, high quality plywood here. Go ahead and pop some staples in that. And in my enclosed trailer, I already said that. Mosquitoes, with all that wind blowing through here, they haven't messed with me at all. leave the board recliner and you find this mysterious spring and a wing nut. We go right here. Here and over here. These are missing. I had a brake drum brake rebuild kit, and I have a spring. It's bigger, but I think I can make it work. And then I'll have to add a washer and just a nut because I don't have a wing nut. Yep. See if I can't mash this down. Wouldn't be so easy, would it? So this sandwiches some neoprene washers together. I'm sure that its function is to good thing that didn't work out because it's pulling together on. Probably to add a little bit of friction to either the seat reclining back, or I'm sure that's probably what it is. I just about put it together wrong. I'm glad I didn't have that much effort put into it before I saw it. My helper just delivered me a natural light.
Huh?
Stop the camera. You want to get on the camera? Stick your head all the way in. Right there. Say hey.
Oh, I thought you said the cat. I was looking for the cat.
Camera.
There.
This piece is going to be real easy. It's nothing in the way. Nothing really broke. It's just maybe cheaped out on the length of the staples that they use. Get something to get those staples. Alright. More glue. I'm gonna put screws in here. Two of them. So I still had this set on how you'd have it with fabric. That's one side. Get this other side. Alright, so I'm going to pull these staples out a little bit. This glue's real runny, so get some glue squirted in there. getting some staples. So I'm going to say that's stronger than it was when it was originally made in the factory. got screws where it just had staples on the part that keeps it from going like that. I might have another one of these that I can put in there, fix it back like it's supposed to be. So I did have one. Can't believe I found it, but we'll put a new one in, and we can put this chair back almost exactly the way it was before. I'll have to try and find a tapered quarter 20, and I know I don't have a tapered quarter 20 Torx bit, but I'm pretty sure I can find one of this Phillips. The scary thing is this is wanting to come back out because the hole is walled out so big. I think I'm going to put some glue around it and let this set for a little while, and I'll finish it up. I'm going to add some screws to this just since I've made improvements on everything. This didn't have screws. Just little tabs were tacked in. We'll go ahead and put screws in it. That'll eliminate this. Potential of that coming out and just make it better. So, screw there. Each one of those. Now they're, instead of just the little tabs tacked into the plywood, now screws in it as well. And I just found those C-clamp vice grips that I was looking for. They were right beside the camera. That's just how it works, isn't it? I found a Phillips tapered quarter 20. I'm pretty sure it's long enough. We'll get this pulled onto it. The hardware mounted on it. So it was a little bit hard getting this out while it was broke. Now it's back together and wider than it was taking it apart. Let's see what happens. I didn't catch this. It had a couple of staples right there. All right, that wasn't as hard as I was thinking it was going to be. I'm glad that I've got it fixed. The chair's not in perfect shape. After I do this, I'm going to clean it up. But still, it has a couple little blemishes on the fabric on the back and all. But like I said, it's going in the camper, and basically that's a hunt camp. Little getaway. It'll be fine. I'm going to slip this onto the base, and then if everything lines up right, I'm going to take it back into the house and get our carpet cleaner out and put the upholstery attachments on it. And I'm going to clean it up best it can be cleaned. That way I'll be able to take it out to the cabin or the camper tomorrow, and we'll be able to enjoy it some more. It'll be nice. This chair was my dad's, the chair that he sat in, and to have it out there will be really good. I'm glad I could get it fixed up and that it's in good enough condition. I think it's going to last us for a good while, especially with the extra little screw here and there and brace that I added to it. So we should expect a pretty good life out of it again. If it cleans up really good, I'll give at least a photo at the end of this video to see what it ends up looking like.